listening to WhoYaWit. WhoYaWit. WhoYaWit.
I bet you wish he was back now.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of WhoYaWit the podcast. My name is Garnett Briscoe. I'm just a player with an opinion. And I'm here with my co-host, the sophisticated Hood, right? She got her shit laid today. She got a lot of hair. Yes. Big hoop earrings. Yes. You looking like you trying to catch your next one. She got the tongue ring in.
And I'm sober.
It's a lot of shit that's going on.
I'm sober today. I'm taking an oath of sobriety after last night. They got a little crazy.
The art of peer pressure.
Well, I'm glad that you here. I'm glad you made it. She texted me back. It's a Southside edition of Air, man, a networking event. We got Southside's own, Camden's own, South Jersey's own.
Creative Arts own.
Creative Arts in the building.
Mir Fontane, man, you've been ripping up the city. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was in the barbershop today. First time I've been in a minute, at least a month.
He's lying because he goes to the barbershop once a week.
I was fucking woofing on Wednesday, wasn't I?
He goes once a week.
Hey, fuck you. But man, listen, that's why my hairline receding a little bit, but fuck you too. Yours might be, but that bandana hiding this, I don't know. But I go to the barbershop and everybody, yo, you got the joint today, right? I'm like, yeah, talk about beer. They're like, oh, I didn't hear his whole project. My barber said, he's like, man, I didn't get a chance to hear his whole project, but everybody that come in here, they talking about like he crazy, and it comes from, you know, like the hood niggas will walk in and tell him, like, yo, Mir Fontane hot. The nerd niggas will walk in and be like, yo, Mir Fontane hot. The bitches will walk in and be like, yo, check out Mir Fontane. Nah, that's a true story. He literally told me that. I get my haircut at First Take. Shout out to First Take. But yeah, man, so you actually reaching the people right now, man. Like, how does that feel?
It's surreal because when I first started doing this, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to reach out to people that really don't have a voice, because not everybody can rap. Not everybody can sing, you feel me? So I felt like I was the voice of the people at one point. I was able to tell stories. I was able to speak for the people that couldn't.
I actually described you in the barbershop as the Hood Dr Seuss. That's what I did. And I mean, listen.
That might be accurate. It might be accurate.
Listen, you out here. Kenwood is one hell of a song, motherfucker.
No Dr. Seuss, Mother Goose.
Down by the river, I mean, that's one hell of a song. People feel your shit. That's what I'm saying. So
I appreciate it. But and the funny thing is, Down by the River, if that's what you were referring to, Down by the River came from when I was young. I used to watch the girls play Double Dutch. And during Double Dutch, that used to be one of their songs. It was just down by the river in the hanky panky, down by the river in the hanky panky. And my mother got shot with a bandy bank and say, eat my pie.
Wait, your mother got shot with what?
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was something like that.
Those kids were not thinking about their mothers getting shot.
Oh, they was talking about Michael Jackson being a fag, all types of shit. It was crazy.
God damn.
It was brutal.
I don't know if I want to be down by any river now. Like, I don't fucking
down by the river where your mother gets shot with the blankety blank. I don't know.
Y'all ain't never heard the I Believe I Can Fly. I got shot by the FBI. I feel you know what I mean? That's what it pretty much was. I was trying to bring that essence back into the tape. The essence of where I'm from.
How long have you been rapping seriously?
I took rapping seriously when I was in high school. So I wouldn't say.
Who told you could rap?
What'd you say?
Who told you could rap?
Nobody told me I could rap. It was pretty much, I was trying to impress a chick that had just broke up with.
This is a confident motherfucker.
Real shit. It was like, I was like, all right.
He never rapped a day in his life, and he was like, I'm about to bag this bitch off these raps.
Not even. I was already with her. But I was just a nigga that could draw. Because before rap, I knew how to draw. Right. So it was like I was drawing and everything, but we were still going through our problems. But it was at the time where rap, you know what I mean, the females love rappers.
Right. It was the time of Chingy and
Nah, it was the time of Lil Wayne Dedication 3.
Yeah, they definitely love rappers.
Drought 3. That's when,
Dreads,
you know what I mean? I'm like, I could do that too. I was nice at poetry.
Right.
So I was like, I could do that too. It's pretty much, I was trying to do that to get her attention. Ended up getting everybody's attention but hers.
So how you broke up with her after that?
She broke up with me. We was already broke up. I was trying to get her back. I'm like, yo, I can rap, baby. You know what I mean? You know who I am.
Ain't get your bitch back.
Hell no.
I
bet you wish she was back now. But back then she was like, nah, fuck that, you know what I mean, whatever. But I started doing it for the people. It was like, the people was like friends, family, people that I really didn't even talk to in school was like, yo, your music touches me. It's a story that that I can't really tell, but it was like it related to me. So I was like, yo, that's cool as shit that I can kind of resonate with my classmates, and then it became the city. And it just kept on growing, so I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. I'm going to keep doing this.
So I'm going to ask this, man. What does your new project, Who's Watching the Kids, like, what does that mean to you right now? Like, what does it mean to you?
Who's Watching the Kids is pretty much, it's kind of like a, it's like an ode to my city, Camden, New Jersey. Half of the population is
Shout out to Camden.
Shout out to Camden. You know I'm going to shout that out everywhere I go. Half of Camden, New Jersey is under the age of 24. And a third of that is under the age of 18.
This nigga can read, y'all.
So
that's all I'm going to say. He can read.
Who's watching the kids, you feel me? If we control most of the population, who's watching us? At one point, we were all the kids. I'm a 90s baby. You know what I mean? We was getting beat by, like, we was raised right.
Right.
I was raised right. We was getting beat by switches and shit like that. But now, the kids is getting targeted by police. We killing each other. We doing drugs. We having sex. We having babies before we ready.
Well, we supposed to have sex, Mir.
You're going to have sex.
Good sex.
Safe sex.
Lord knows I have
Safe
sex.
Hold on,
But I'm definitely 23 and 0 right now.
So, all right.
I have no children because the pull-out game is on fleek.
How many STDs have you got
this
before?
This is another guest that does not strap up.
None.
So
if you're gonna roll the dice,
Trojan is never gonna sponsor us with guests like these, okay?
Listen,
Ever.
Trojan, holla at your boy. Pull out game crazy. I'm on Team USA. Shout out Rio. We out in this motherfucker.
He's in the Olympics for the pull-out game.
Team USA. Oh, bad. So I don't give a fuck how bad you is. You know what I mean? I'm not ready. I'm out this motherfucker. But you know what I mean? Who's Watching the Kids is just a project for the city, pretty much. I wanted to make a soundtrack for my city. It was more like, who's watching us? And it got something for everybody on there. You got the hip hop heads who like the lyricism. I got something for you. The new school who like the trap and the bounce. I got something for you. Jersey, South Jersey especially, definitely got a sound right now.
That's why it was so crazy. Like when, my barber was telling me that, and the barbers was talking like he's like, yo, I gotta check him out because it's the range of people. Usually when they dealing with somebody, it's just a certain kind of person. But he was like, man, the hood niggas is even talking like, yo, he nice. That project crazy. That's flawless.
So how do you finesse so many lanes?
Well, I want to say like back when before even I was rapping, I was always into English. Like English was always my favorite subject. I always had a fascination with words. So it was kind of like once it was time to actually make music that resonated with people, I pretty much touched both sides of the world. I wouldn't say I'm a gangster. I'm a thug by any means.
I would call you a manipulator in the making. You know how to use way too many words.
I definitely been through a lot of shit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to incriminate myself or my peers as these other rappers do. But I'm going to say that I've definitely been through a lot of things. I've learned from a lot of things. I've grown up. But at the end of the day, before all of that, I was always good with words. And I always knew my worth as a wordsmith and as somebody that MC, that I could do what I want to do. So it was like I could touch a lot of crowds because I'm always a good storyteller. Even though I'm not live this life right now no more.
Right.
Definitely could tell you a story because you can't rap. Right. You can't sing. You're not gonna write a movie. I'm gonna speak for you. You feel me? So that's pretty much what I do. I say I'm a hood reporter right now. I report what the fuck's going on right now.
Hood Dr Seuss.
This is what I do. You know
so when
I
first saw you, the first time I met you, I don't even remember what the place was called, but you were performing WhoYaWit, and I think
which is a crazy song, by the way.
It's crazy, and I think that's one of your biggest songs to date. And I think, like, did you know that was going to be as big of a song as it is?
I didn't. Honestly, I went into making WhoYaWit as like, all right. I started getting a little bit of buzz. And I was like, all right, I want to make a song just for my city. Something that my city's going to be like, all right, I know exactly what he's talking about.
They're going to vibe with it.
This is my shit.
But when I saw you performing it, the crazy thing was you were in Philly. And Philly was going crazy for it.
Philly actually showed you mad love, too, man.
Philly shows me a lot of love. Philly definitely supports everything that I do because South Jersey especially doesn't have any venues or anywhere I can perform. So I got to always go over the bridge, pay the toll, and just put on a crazy show for Philly.
Right.
But when I made WhoYaWit, it was more so like on some regular shit. It was like, all right, I'm gonna just make a song that my city can rock with, and hopefully I get respect for that. Like, all right, the bigger I get, I'm gonna keep on giving back to my city.
Right.
So when WhoYaWit came out and it got so much reciprocation outside of the city,
Right.
I'm like, all right, we definitely got something on our hands right now. So we just kept on pushing that for as long as we can, and it just got outside of the tri-state area. It done went down south. It done went up top to the 6. And it
how
was
did
just,
how did the Charlie Heat version come into play with that?
Charlie was already a fan of the original version.
Right.
But he was looking for something that he wanted to throw a Charlie Heat version on. And I remember Ish was on Twitter and he was like, yo, why not WhoYaWit? Since you from around Southside anyway. And it just was that simple. It's not no crazy stories. It was just that simple. And it was just.
Did he cut you a check?
He did not. But it was for the love of the South
Did he
Side.
throw you a bitch?
Did he throw me a bitch? He did not.
God, hey yo, Charlie Heat,
I mean,
I'm
hey.
with you, Charlie Heat. You out here getting that good music pussy.
You owe Mir
and you
some
not
bitches.
Right, you not giving back the South Side vagina. Like, give South Side some vagina, man.
He owe you some
Hey man, I'm
bitches for
good,
real.
man. I don't need no
Nah, we gonna
alley
get you your
oops, no
bitches.
Chris Paul's.
Hey, well, listen. If he won't accept it, I will, man.
You can slide
I
him
need
over
some
there.
of that good music, boom boom.
Southside to the die, you know what I mean? Shout out my nigga. My white boy got a ladder like he's Jeff Hardy.
So how
If
did
you don't know what that is,
how did
check
Mike
out Hood Dr
Zombie get
Seuss.
involved with that?
Mike Zombie came along with the look with Charlie Heat.
Right.
Charlie Heat was already like, yo, I'm gonna just remix this, but I want to throw some features on there. I want to just make this as crazy as possible. So he
Right.
threw another Southside item on there. Shout out Mike Zombie. He threw
So
Mike
even though
Zombie on
that's
there.
your biggest song, I'm sure that's not your favorite song. What's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform right now. That's a good question.
Like when
I
are you
always
just
like
on stage
performing
and in the
WhoYaWit,
element,
but
you're like, I'm that nigga up here.
right now it'll probably be off the new tape. Either Options or Down by the River is very, very heavy. Anytime I perform
Well, I haven't
that.
heard them performed yet, but
Oh, you got to
if they
come
go
see that.
crazier than WhoYaWit, I can only
I just
admit
was
it.
at I was
that
actually
First Friday?
First Friday, yeah, of course.
Then he saw it in the making. It was legendary.
It's crazy. Like, how do you feel when you're performing on that stage? Because I know how it is. It's scary to get on the stage, but once you get that confidence, and then you start seeing people like want you to win, because at first they want you to lose. They want to have a reason not to, clap for you or bob their head or cheer for you. But they was in there word for word. Like, explain that feeling.
When I first started, it was scary at first, but you got to understand where I come from. We don't really have anything in the first place.
Right.
So what you gonna do?
Right.
You gonna boo?
Right.
You gonna kick me off the stage?
Right. You can't
Fuck
lose.
no. Hell no. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna do what I gotta do regardless. And most of the times, God willing, 9 times out of 10, they fuck with the music. So I catch 2 or 3, 4 people bobbing to it. Now I'm up there like, this is my stage for as long as I got up here.
Right.
This is me. Like this, I run this shit right now. So it's kind of like, it's an
You
empowering
definitely
moment.
have a stage presence that says I own the stage while
Exactly. It's
you're
like, all right, this is my time. It's time to turn up. If you fuck with our music, we about to have a hell of a time. If you can't stand Mir Fontane, you really gonna hate Mir Fontane after
That
he gets
thing
off
is
the
now.
stage.
A couple weeks ago, I saw a couple of people hating. They was in the back.
Snitch
they,
nigga, snitch
they had
nigga.
popcorn.
Look at this snitch
Like,
nigga.
I mean,
But they came to the show.
she was in the back too, low key hating.
You was
Why would you
hating?
lie?
She said, "Hey, Mir
Fuck this
Fontane,
Down by
like,
the
why?
River
Yeah,
shit.
what the fuck? Like,
Down
I'm
by
not
the
trying to
river.
hear that. I'm not, but I'm fucking with you." So, like, I mean, at that point, how do you deal with the haters? Because I'm pretty sure they come and in abundance, and it may be people that you was already cool with at this point. Like, how do you even deal with that?
Like on stage or just in general?
No, just in general.
life.
In general, it's kind of like you take it how they come. Because at the end of the day, the way I see it is like 5 years gonna pass regardless. You gonna spend them 5 years trying to please this one hater or worrying about what the fuck he think.
Right.
In 5 years, I could be fucking signed. But I'm worrying about pleasing this one motherfucker or trying to get his acceptance.
Right.
You feel me? So you gotta do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, you're gonna have haters, you're gonna have people who love everything that you do. I'd rather support the people who love me than the people who go out of their way to type or make videos or whatever
Fake
about me.
pages.
It's too much. Like, where's your life at?
Right.
You gotta do all this for me?
Right.
Like, I've never been that guy.
Tell me, how high has the quality of pussy gone up that you've gotten since you've been Mir Fontane?
I mean, the quality of pussy is definitely going up.
Stock is definitely up right now.
Doesn't mean doesn't mean you gotta accept everything that come your way.
He's being selective now.
So you pass him
That's
off
when
to
you
the homies.
know.
That's what it means. He passed him
That's
off
when
to
you
the
know.
homies.
I mean,
Listen, let
you gotta be
me
smart.
let
If I
me
ain't had
find
this
out
pussy
John
before-
hitting everything. Let me find out John hitting everything you don't want.
I don't want to put John.
Where he at? Where
Yo,
he at?
if this wasn't recorded,
Hey John,
listen,
you hitting
John's
everything.
definitely
John
getting his
is
percentage out of this motherfucker.
He getting his percentage in financial ways, and he's getting his percentage in pussy.
He's getting what he got to do. You know what I mean? I'm just making the music and the appearances and doing what I got to do, but it's
You
definitely
the
a ride.
audio financial aid now too. That's who you is.
Hey, I mean,
You financial aid.
I can't.
Everybody gets a grant. Everybody.
everybody eats out here. Everybody has to get some.
No, that's dope.
John just threw on the shades. You know what time
Yeah.
it is.
So let's man, we gonna
We gonna play a game.
talk. No, wait. I gotta ask him, but we can't ignore the sway thing. You got up there. You spit these bars. Like, well, I'm gonna ask a personal question first. How did your moms feel about that when she like saw that? When she saw her son on like Sway in the morning, man, that's
Right.
big.
Well, my mom is always proud. She like, she the type of mom that like to brag. So the more shit I get for her to brag about, the better.
So her Facebook was lit.
Oh, always lit. She like, yeah, my son,
Look
my
at my
baby
son.
did this. Look at him, my firstborn, and this bitch. You know what I mean? Shit start booming. You know what I mean? They don't know how to act when they get 10 comments. But listen, it was lit. You know what I mean? She just loves stuff like that. She loved when I was in the source. She
I was
loved
gonna
all
say
of
you
that.
also had an article on the
Right.
source.
Right. Like, you know, that's parents, period. They like to brag about you at work. Like, yeah, you know, look at my baby. This is what he's doing. Look at this. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, speaking of your source interview, they asked you, and this was the funniest answer I ever heard. They were like, "How long have you been doing what you do?" And you said, "What did you say?" You said, "I've been doing me forever."
I've been doing me for as long as I can remember. You feel me? You always.
Motherfucker said forever.
I didn't understand the
Forever.
question. She was like, how long have you been doing what you do? I always do me.
Yo,
You feel me?
he said forever.
Been doing me forever.
Forever. Where you been at? You feel
That
me?
was literally the best answer.
No, I mean, because it's the realest. Like, if you think about it, yeah.
How long have you been doing you? You just got hit.
Y'all gotta be specific.
We've been doing this shit. You feel me?
So, yo, explain a little bit of the Southside movement. This is a Southside event. We here, Southside
Hey, yo,
Beer
man.
times WhoYaWit. Explain Southside and explain how you connected to it and what that means to you.
Hey, yo, Southside just started as me and my brother Ish Williams and Kev Rogers. We're just trying
Shout out
to
to
make it.
Ish.
You know what I mean? Shout out to them all day long. You know what I mean? We're just trying to make a
Lil Lambo.
We're trying to make an identity for where we from, because you know what I mean? When people think of Jersey, they think of Redman, Queen Latifah, you know what I mean? But the legends. But you know what? They from up top.
Right.
Nobody from down here, you know what I mean? We ain't got no legends, we ain't got no pioneers. We just doing this on our own, you know what I
Right.
mean? So the side pretty much started from Steph Curry. I dropped that probably a couple years ago. And Ish came in, you know what I mean? We just built. It was just brick on top of brick was gonna make an identity for this region.
Right.
And it just became Southside, and on top of that, we came with merchandise. We started screaming it at every show, screaming on songs, and that was a brand.
Right.
This is what we do, and anybody can be Southside. Southside is a way of life. It's not even just where you from. There's people from Philly from Southside. You feel me? It's supporters all over the place. But it's all about just becoming your own person. We just wanted to become something. There's no South Jersey people in the game right now.
Right. I mean, I noticed that y'all made it a cool thing because there's a lot of people that say South Side instead of South Jersey because South
Right.
Jersey is always looked at as like the bum part of the state or like that's
like
not
the
the place to
corny
be.
Nobody knows what's in South
it's like-
Jersey.
no, it's like,
But Southside has a culture.
Y'all like really repping to the point where y'all taking it other places. And I see people that's not technically a part of the Southside movement, but they know they from Southside, and I see that in their bio, and they like, yo, like this is where we from. Like y'all made it cool to say certain things.
That's what it's all about.
So I saw you at the 1 a.m. Vibes. That was my
Right.
first time like really seeing you. My favorite song of yours, that Arizona shit amazing, bro.
Arizona?
Arizona is lit. I fucking love Arizona. That's just me. Like I really
Sad they
love
ain't make it to the
Arizona.
album.
So like from Who's Watching the Kids, what's your favorite song off of there?
That's a hard question. Everybody asks me this question. It depends on what mood I'm really in. But if I had to pick one, I really fuck.
All right, so
I like Options. I really like Options,
which is a really good song.
and I really like Down by the River.
Another really
So if
good
I had
song.
to pick two, it would be them two. But I really also like Damn It Wayans.
What's
and
a
it's-
really good song featuring Young Savage? Shout out to Young Savage.
It's a lot
Shout out
on
to
there
Young
though. It's
Savage.
like Who's Watching the Kids pretty much got something for whatever mood you in, however you feeling. Like
Right.
Miss Bill Collector resonates with me a lot of times more than other songs, depending on what vibe I'm going through.
Right.
But I want to say Options and Down by the River is like the ones that just get me like every time I gotta go straight to them two. That's my favorite
You
right
listen
now.
to your own music a lot?
These probably about to say the last year. That's all I've been listening to myself because I didn't want to grab too much influence from somebody. Be like, oh well, he sounds like the new Drake.
Right.
He sounds like the new Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller. Like, no, I wanted to create like whatever I did. I haven't listened to the radio. Somebody dropped a new album. Yo, you heard such and such?
Right.
Nah.
So-
you know what I mean? I just listen to beats.
I listen
So
to
with
me.
you being, a storyteller and you can jump on like the trap beats, who influenced you? Like what rapper where it's like he made me start rapping and this where at least I'm gonna get some of my style from and then transition into myself?
It's a lot. I can't even pinpoint one. It's like Biggie Smalls, Joel Santana, Lloyd Banks,
The old heads will love you right
Lil
now.
Wayne.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Old heads will love you right now.
That's how I started. I'm like, yo, if you can tell a story, I could play your track over and over because I want to hear the story.
Right.
But if you just talking about what you got on your wrist, what your bitch look like,
Was
and
that a
this and
Meek
this and
Mill
that, it
diss?
just gets boring. Huh?
Is that a Meek Mill diss?
Man, out of all the rappers who rap like this,
Damn,
you grab
man.
Meek Mill out the
I'm
air.
just saying because
Right.
he do say
Hater.
Rolly a lot.
He
He do
do.
say
Did I say
Rolly a
Rolly?
lot.
You say Nicki Minaj.
A lot of rappers rap
Yo.
off their wrists.
He's seasoned. You can tell. He went up to Sway and learned the game.
No. What are you talking about?
Listen, man. It's just like I fell in love with storytelling. It was like if you could tell a story, people will always come back to you because it's like something that they can relate to.
Right.
It's something that they can be like, this is a story for this song. As opposed to like, when I listen to the song, it's just about what he has, what he got, what he doing and shit like that. It's
Right.
like if you got a story, chances are that shit can last a lifetime.
Nah.
It's always gonna live forever.
Where can people find your new album at, man?
You can find my
Who's
new
Watching the
album
Kids?
on who'swatchingthekids.com, soundcloud.com. I'm sure somebody
Sound.
bootlegged it and put it on YouTube by now. You can find it on iTunes. Please buy it. Do not go to YouTube first.
Bootlegging Mir.
At least 3 people that got it on YouTube
All right,
already.
so if you find somebody bootlegging and shit, you punching
Let
him
me
or
know.
you punching him or you shaking his hand?
That shit's on iTunes. If somebody bootleg my shit, honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, somebody bootlegging my shit, I would be flattered. I wouldn't even be angry.
Alright.
Because at the end of the day, like,
Well, I
That
have Apple
means-
Music, so I don't have to
yeah.
pay for it anyway.
That
if I'm
means he
that
not,
hot that you gotta bootleg my shit, that's what I wanted since Rats and Roaches. You know what I mean? Since nobody. Since 10 likes on Facebook.
That means
That's what I wanted. Like, listen to me.
Right.
And now you got bootleg my shit? That's fire to me, honestly.
he hasn't caught too many STDs yet.
No. You gotta keep it clean. Trojan, what's up? Magnum, what's up? Can we get some sponsors? I gotta make a condom style. I do what I gotta do. We need bread over here to make this shit work.
You stupid. So we got a segment that's called Hoe Or Hustler that Vet gonna break it down to you and we gonna get into.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to give you a scenario. You're going to determine whether it's a hoe or a hustler, and you have to say why.
Okay.
All right, so scenario number 1. Picking up money off the strip club floor
After somebody else threw it.
after somebody else threw it.
Hoe or hustler?
Yep. Hoe shit, hustler shit.
That might be some hoe shit. If somebody else threw it, then
Like,
that's some hoe shit.
But if you
if
pick up
you
your own
threw
money-
it and she don't look and pick it up, I'm not going to condone it. But if it's tight and the bill is due tomorrow, you ain't got shit in the freezer,
Well,
steakums is done.
well, I said it's hoe
Grab that
shit. It's hoe shit if men
I
do
ain't
it,
spend $100
but it's
on it.
hustler shit if women do it.
I keep it 100.
Well, listen, Danny Garcia said that's hustler shit. So
Yeah.
Might be some hustler shit. Hey, listen. Danny Garcia got bread, though.
he said, man,
He
it's all
might have
about
picked
the money.
something up off the strip
Hey.
club floor.
Hey, If the champ, if it's good enough for the champ,
It's good. All right, so listen, Mir Fontane is actually saying this. If it's good enough for the champ, it's good enough for him, and it's good enough for y'all. Southside, Southside, Southside.
if I throw my shit, catch that shit in the air, because if it hit the floor, it's for the team.
All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario we just gave our other guest. If a woman fakes a pregnancy for abortion money.
Oh shit.
Damn, y'all quick
Where
with
the
the whole
hustling
shit.
shit? Where's hustling in
What
that?
if the bills were
Southside
due?
in the motherfucking building. Hey. That's definitely whole shit.
But what if the bills was due?
If the bills is due and you gotta fake a pregnancy, whole shit. Like I can't really say that's hustling shit. Cause I would be mad as shit.
I ain't never did it, but I feel like I missed out on my opportunity to do it.
It's a different way to hustle.
Well, that's
You can't
pretty
play with that
easy.
shit.
I mean, do you want her to get fake breast, fake ass, and then hustle like that, or like hustle just on some abortion shit? Like you did hit it,
I
bro.
support fake
You
breast,
did hit
fake
it.
ass all day long. Because you doing your own thing. That's an investment in your career.
I actually think
But-
it's somebody in here with
Ladies,
fake
do
ass
not listen
and
to these
fake
men.
titties.
Keep getting
Faking
them
a
for this.
pregnancy, that's my life and your life you fucking
Wait,
around
what was
with.
the motto they just...
How the fuck you gonna be like, yeah, I'm pregnant? Say, nah, give me that 300, let me buy some Brazilian.
So wait,
Let me
are you
stop.
paying the $5 though?
Paying the fine for what?
The abortion.
Listen,
If it was
like
real.
I told y'all in the beginning, I'm Team USA, pull out.
But if you had
Real
I don't deal with
James.
them problems.
I'm asking because our last guest said,
If I got it,
our last guest really said
You not
he gonna
paying
ask the
for it?
woman to go half.
No, yeah, he said, listen, if you pregnant, we gonna have.
time out. If I gotta pay a Plan B bill, bitch, I'm watching you swallow that shit. You gonna eat some chicken Alfredo
he not even
and
buying
everything.
it.
Make sure
He only got
make sure your
half.
tummy right. You gonna swallow that bitch. Cause I don't need no TMZ later talking about Fontane don't take care of kids. Fontane love the kids. Until it's Fontane time to get the kids, you gonna get CVS.
All right, so Mir think everything whole shit.
Give one more. Give me one more. I might think
All
of some
right,
shit.
hold on,
Give him a good
wait.
One that's debatable, mad
Give me
debatable.
one.
All right, so let's say you was an Uber driver, right?
Right.
And you just got finished having sex with, a girl at your crib, but she needed a ride home. Are you turning your Uber on?
Am I turning my Uber on?
Yeah, is that a Hoe Or Hustler for you?
It depends on how the pussy was. Honestly.
Yo, that's a real
Ding,
ass
ding,
answer. Yeah, that's a real ass answer. All
If the pussy was amazing, I'd be an asshole to turn that Uber on. Baby, you sitting on gold already. How can I
Alright,
charge
so-
you $20 to get around the corner? I can't.
so let's say the person do turn it on. Is that a Hoe Or Hustler? Like no matter what, if they turn it on.
It depends on the
how
quality
far she
pussy you
live?
used to getting.
And how far does she live?
That too. I heard an Uber driver drove somebody to Boston from Philly. And he was like, let's do this shit. He drove
Yeah,
straight
yo,
there. He's wildin'.
do
He
you
get
know the
no ass
tab
from
on
it,
that?
though. He got the tab, but he didn't get no ass from that.
What was it? What was the tab on
I think he
that?
got like 2 something from that.
Only two something?
To drive to Boston.
God damn.
ain't shit.
Uber need to
It's
step their rates
debatable.
up.
He wasn't getting no pussy out of that regardless.
It must
That
not
need
have
to
been
come
a
with
surge.
it.
It wasn't
It wasn't no surge.
It wasn't even Uber X. It was one of them joints, you know what I mean, real quick, real fast. They was like, yeah, we're going to Boston. You want to do it or not?
That right there need to come with
Shit,
at
I
least
need
a
to check.
hand job.
Whoever that
At
Uber
least.
driver was, I guarantee you he picked money up off the strip club floor.
He
Damn.
need to.
Real nigga
He
shit,
need
then.
to.
Fuck it.
All right, so if there's one thing that you want the people to get from this interview, what is it?
Understand, I'm just a regular nigga. At the end of the day, I make music that relates to everybody, but I'm just a regular nigga from Camden, New Jersey, trying to make it. You know what I mean? I crack jokes. I
He
sip
do.
liquor.
He do.
You know what I mean? I have a good time.
Facts.
I'm not above nobody, but I just make art. I make music. I make poetry, and people fuck with it, and it's beautiful.
I got one more question. I know Vet got one more question too,
What's
but I
good?
got one more question. So, how can an artist work with you?
Artists working for me, just hit me up.
It's that
You know what I
easy.
mean? Hit me up.
He's lying.
You're not charging.
But listen.
You do- right. Let's talk. Let's be real. That's what I'm saying. Let's
To
talk.
be real, Fontane don't got a 9 to 5. Fontane eating off of rapping shows right now. But I'm not turning down features.
AKA, you need that bag.
He need that set. Cut that check.
He
I need that bread. At the end of the day, if you got some shit, I got some shit for you. I'm not too big to be like, oh nah, I'm not doing no shit with
What's
you.
like
Feel
an
me?
automatic turn
Get
off?
it now. What happened?
What's an automatic turn off? It's like, nah, I'm not fucking with
Automatic
that.
turn off for what? Relationships?
No, rap like
just
rap?
just like getting in
Working with
contact with
somebody.
you. It's like, nah, I'm not fucking with him.
Don't be copying off nobody. That shit's corny to me. Like I shouldn't be able to hear him be like, oh, this sound like this sound 21 Savage.
Right.
It's a Lil Uzi track.
Do mad people send you their SoundCloud links?
You out here getting spam now?
Oh, that's another one. Please. Please. I'm going to use this as a motherfucking platform. Please.
Public service announcement.
Stop
Don't
spamming.
tag me in shit. Don't fucking at me in shit. If you hot, I'ma find you. Somebody gonna put me on to you. But please, that tagging shit, it gets overwhelming. It's a lot. I'm trying to do a lot, but if you want to make features
I'm
and
not
you got
even
the
a rapper and
bread,
people be sending me
even if I
SoundCloud
fuck with you, I might do it off the strength.
Fuck, I'ma do for you.
All right, I got one more. So, who do you want to work with right now? Like, if it was somebody that you want to work with, who would it be?
In the industry or underground?
Both, underground and industry.
Underground, everybody I want to work with, I'm already in the works with. I think I'm really lit right now, and I don't want to forget nobody. But people that I'm not really in the talks with right now, but I want to work with, probably like Anya, right? You know what I mean, from Philly. Most of them is industry people, and most of them I already know. But right now, if I can get a Frank Ocean verse.
Man, Frank Ocean don't even got a verse for
I was about to say,
himself.
we can't even get a fucking
Listen.
album out of that nigga, barely.
You ain't hear him singing in the Home Depot? It was fire.
No.
Man,
Bro, I was listening to that before I got here.
Frank Ocean crazy.
He was in the
man.
Home Depot.
He played too
Aaron
much.
shit.
He played too much.
So-
You gonna be waiting on a feature from him for
Frank
10 years.
Ocean, J. Cole.
Vet always got the last question.
I did not have a last question.
The
Don't-
end goal, man.
Oh, that's a good question, but I'll ask it. So, what's the end goal for Mir Fontane? Like, where do you see yourself? I'm gonna give you 10 years from now.
10 years from now, I want to have a couple Grammys. 10 years from now, I want to have the best rap album in the country. 10 years from now, I want to hopefully have a couple tracks with my favorite artists ever. Lil Wayne, J.
Right.
Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and type.
They might be
You know what I mean?
like
Joel Santana.
they
Like,
damn near be dead in 10 years.
hell no. Let's just live forever, bro.
They damn near be dead. I mean, we don't know yet.
Listen. Aaliyah died and she still got verses.
And Tupac got verses.
still got verses.
He gonna have verses when we dead.
You better
Bro,
hope they
niggas don't
recording.
die, bro. Listen.
You better hope they still recording.
But nah, real shit. 10 years from now, I want to be already in a conversation for somebody that made a change in this culture. Like
Right.
whether it be through storytelling or through what I happen to do further on in the line, I want to be able to be like, yo, Fontaine came in this game from Camden, New Jersey. Nope, everybody counted him out, and he just did this. He did such and such. I want to
So
do
when you
something.
get famous, are we getting in for free? That's the bottom
Y'all
line.
getting in for free? Most definitely. Look where we at right now.
Are you passing me the pussy that he may not want no more?
Listen, I'm throwing all the oops because I'm Chris Paul.
That's all I need to know.
John's getting the fruits of the labors right now. There's nobody else
He's
to
stingy
catch
with the
him.
bitches. He's stingy with
So yo,
Man.
we usually close out the show with a who you with. We usually count down to 3 and everybody say who you with.
Let's do it.
You
You
with
ain't
it?
mad strong, not
Do
weak.
it.
Yeah.
Let me sit this
You
lick
ready?
real quick. Hold
Go
on.
ahead. All right, 1,
Yeah,
2,
wait.
Do it.
3. Who
Who
you
you
with?
with?